Okay, today is Monday, March 20th. Okay, so pretty much hasn't been a whole lot. I mean, basically, you already know she's not sleeping here. Um, she still has a couple of things down there, like the bed frame, um, and maybe coat rack here, coat rack there, that kind of thing. It's not a whole lot, but I did notice, and like I know it's nitpicking, but I buy things in bulk, so I noticed that a tub of detergent was missing. You know what I'm saying? I know. Some of you are like, well, that's why she leaving because you counting everything. No, I'm just saying, like, my whole thing is like, when you leave, you leave. You don't use. You're not supposed to use the place as a come up. You see what I'm saying? Like, well, I'm a, take this and take that and take this and like I noticed all the towels and wash rags are gone. Like to take in consideration, like you really think you bought all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, comforters, missing, you know, even my laptop. You understand? Well, there was a laptop that was given to her to use. It was, these are my computer items. I'm the computer guy. You understand? And it's like, pretty much before you met me, you didn't even have an Android. I don't even know what kind of phone you had. But anyway, we're not gonna go all into that. But what I will say, like, I mean, you took the i9 jump. You took the i9, laptop. I thought to myself, most likely she would take it. So now that's two flash screens and a i9. She didn't take no old shit. You know what I'm saying? She could have took, just something to use, but she took that. So I noticed that, and she came back tonight to get, I guess, to get some of the items that she did leave downstairs. So that it's not a big deal. So we're getting closer to April 1st. And how do I feel today? Today I feel good. I feel great. You know what I mean? I feel, you know, remember, for virtually a year, I slept upstairs in a room by myself, upon which she worked from damn near 6 o'clock in the morning to like 8 o'clock at night. So I already started to, get that, that independent feeling when you start doing things and, you know, things that make you feel good, So, as we get closer to that date, like once again, the objective is to totally close the door, change the locks, change the password, change accounts, whatever media accounts like HBO Max, that shit is gone, player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hey, I know it sound petty, but nah, you're not gonna be watching the YouTube TV and all those good channels and so forth. In fact, I'll save some money because I can drop some channels, you know, or maybe drop some and gain the sports package channel. So either way, it's gonna be a good thing, you know. This year, when football season comes around, I'm going to games, man. I don't have to worry about how somebody feel or if they feel bad because they had to work that day. And keep in mind, what I'm saying, you don't pay bills at the house. You understand what I'm saying? You don't pay any utilities. You virtually don't pay for any food. Pretty much, I've had to do everything because now that I'm home every day, you start to figure out, okay, it's certain shit we don't have. I see why we don't have it. So just think about that for a second. I mean, just being able to put something in a place and it be there when you come back to it, you know. It's always a benefit, you know what I'm saying? It's not wrong with, my lady wanting what I have, what I'm saying, the things because, she bring things too, I bring things, but when you bring absolutely nothing, I mean nothing, you know, you have nothing to offer, you have no type of, seems like, you don't have any, the femininity, that shit is gone. Like, it's just, It's like you're dealing with a bear cat. You know what I'm saying? That that there's, they lack the ability to look you in the eye and turn you on. You know what I'm saying? And say things to you in a way to shut your mouth up, and make you respond to them. Nah, not this one. This one, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking. Okay, everybody. So let's get one thing straight. I don't want you to think that this is a channel or this is, a rant about women. Okay, like a hate page for women or anything like that. No, these are just my encounters and my perspective on how I feel or how I felt during a certain time or situation. I do truly understand all women are not the same. There are some very strong, fantastic women out there today. And sometimes, like a person like myself, I wasn't thinking 10 years ago like I'm thinking now. So my selection process was not wasn't very good. It just wasn't very good, and stayed in something upon which I felt that um my loyalty to that person was more important. And so this is where I am today. So I don't want anybody to take this as all females are like this, and no, nothing like that. I know some fantastic women. A functional relationship. You know, I could see this early on years ago. There was just dysfunction. You know, um, it seemed like on every turn, like whatever I say, it was I had to any little thing that maybe she didn't agree with or misunderstood. I had to apologize for. It was just an apology for this, apology for that. You're so disrespectful to me. And I'm not talking about cursing at her, saying things out of her name. In fact, that's what she would do, actually. Say things to me that was out of my name. And I dealt with it. Yeah, I dealt with it because I thought that I was being loyal. See, I didn't understand. Like I told you, 10 years ago, I didn't think this way. So, so now I'm coming to, you're consciously awaking to see the things that are happening. And man, I used to just, open the door. Open the door for her, argue about. Just any little thing. The menu, if the menu wasn't right, she was just agitated with everything. It almost seemed like everything was like she got a lot of her talking points from TV. You know, TV shows and reality shows and because man, listen, I'm highly intelligent, bro. Let me tell you, like I hear things, I know about things. I'm into social, I see everything that's on TV. I know all the shows that are out, and it's like she's in this little pocket where she's telling me about a show that I already know about, but I'm listening, and and it's no good. The content is no good, you know. P Valley, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna say all the other shows, but those type of shows that are not traditional. To me, I'm old school. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the '90s, so you can imagine, like, that's just not my thing. It's not, I'm not trying to say, if someone else you know, like sausages, that's on them, but that's not me. You understand what I'm saying? And so, like, if I didn't want to watch these shows, I couldn't watch TV with her. See what I'm saying? So like I would end up going somewhere else to watch different programs and different shows. That took away basically our time together watching TV and so forth because those particular shows are not of my interest. And what I'm interested in, obviously she wasn't interested in. IT, knowledge, data, information, just learning, trying to understand things, and it seemed like she wasn't in that world. Like she was more on I don't really have a problem with social media, her flipping on the phone and being on doing all. I could care less because shoot, I can remember when, like I said, upon meeting her, she never had any real, like she didn't have an iPhone. Okay, she didn't even, she had like a a Boost Mobile or something. It was like, yeah, so it was like a Boost Mobile or something like that. So upon knowing me, she got to be more you know inclined and knowledgeable of technical gadgets, so to say. So now that led her to social media. Where before they had to have a PC, now they have a phone, and so now she's using this phone for everything. Now, myself being, have been a IT contractor, I'm familiar with all these different type of gadgets because this is what our customer base uses. So I understand how they work. So I would have a phone that would have a password on it. To her, that's deceit. I put a password on it, and that was what was required to even have that phone. So these are some of the dysfunctions, man. And it'll make me think like, damn, are you cheating? Because it's like you find any little thing to try to run it up the flagpole, man. You know what I'm saying? Then it became where it seemed like you're not no longer my partner. It's almost like you're like the kid and I'm the father, and you started to see me as, um, I guess, authority figure, some type of way. Like I'm keeping you from having fun, and that wasn't the case at all. And like I said, yesterday it was the same thing with like, here you are wanting to go out, but you're the one working all the hours. Like it's just so dysfunctional in the way of thinking. Like if you really try to fit into her logic, you go crazy because you can't fit into that logic. It's just no way. It doesn't make any sense. It's gonna always happen the same way over and over again. So those are the type of things that I can recall, um, and periodically in my video logs, I will probably most likely always be coming up with different situations that I can remember. I try to get it all out. This has been very therapeutic for me. Um, Putting it all out there, my thoughts out there, and so you know, I really appreciate this. Okay, here's a topic that I like, and we'll call it always wrong. Now, in this particular relationship, I am always wrong. Any argument, any situation that comes down, the reason why she did what she did was because I did this. Um, Always wrong. See, some people's thought processes are incurable. So in her mind, that's how she feels. Like it's not her. It wasn't her. It never was her. She never did it. And this is where I start to think about like where her position was growing up as a sibling. So she's one of the younger ones. So it makes me think she always had to speak up for herself, or always had to say it wasn't her, or because there was so many damn kids in the house that I mean, anybody could have did it. Who did it? Who knows? So they push blame everywhere. So think about that mental process. They push blame everywhere, and they never take accountability. Never take accountability. So you're always wrong. And when you deal with a person like that, um, I think it shuts down communication, because if you are a sane person, you will come eventually come to the conclusion that it's no matter what I say or what I do, it's going to be wrong. But we intelligent people know that in probabilities, there's never 100%. So it's just no way possible that you can always be right. So I want you to think about that, ladies and gentlemen. When you're having arguments, and you're listening to, someone tell you something, first take a logical perspective to it, and then put it in order. Okay, so here's another topic, and we'll just call it Big Mouth. Like this individual would, I mean, oh man, it used to just kill me to be out in public and she just say something to anybody and like will argue with another man and I'm standing there. Like to me that is just like you're going over my head to fight this guy. I mean, I don't understand. So when this guy punch you and knock you in your face, what do you expect me to do? You want me to fight, right? You want me to be the one to take that threat because I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to just let him do that. I'm going to protect you. But think about the situation you put me in by you running your mouth. Yeah, that's another one I hated. Just big mouth. And then some of the things I used to hate, like let's say for instance, we were in Starbucks and one of the baristas are there because this person she used to work at Starbucks. And so she understood and knew the processes that Starbucks had, so she familiarized herself with their operations. So she's talking to one of the baristas, and you know honey, baby, like, I mean, I'm just saying. Listen, me personally, once again, it's not a real big deal. But what I do know is that you would not appreciate that if it were the other way around. Okay? It's like you so on my job about who called, what's this, what's that, and the phone ringing, and it's like I don't understand. So these are my thoughts for today. I will be back tomorrow. Today is the once again the 20th, and I hope you're having a good day. I hope you guys are having happy thoughts. I'll talk to you tomorrow.